The more you speak, the more you get trapped in difficult problems in life. Gautam Buddha always used to say that our tongue is the biggest weapon in the world. If we do not close our mouth at the right time, it puts us in big problems. In the life of Gautam Buddha, there was calmness. A story has happened on staying calm. Let us tell you today the solution to stay calm through that story. There was a big ashram of Gautam Buddha in a village. There used to be a famous Buddhist guru. There, one of his disciples used to talk a lot. Time used to talk here and there. When he went to collect donations, he would bring a new story from every house, and he used to narrate to other disciples of the ashram, gossip about one disciple and try to be good in front of others, used to praise himself from his own mouth and always wanted to prove himself as the most intelligent and best person in front of the guru. While making efforts, he considered himself different and superior to all the disciples. He said that I am a child from a rich family. If I wanted, I could have lived a comfortable and full of facilities life, but I left all that and came here because I wanted to know the truth. I have to search, I have to know myself, I have to know life, that's why you are the greatest sacrifice. It was a matter of one day that the guru called all the disciples of the ashram and said that all of you have to take some resolution for the next 1 month. This will strengthen your resolve and will infuse self-power in you. All of you will fulfill your potential. According to Guruji, you can take any resolution, and if any of you breaks your resolution before 1 month, then he will return to his old routine. All the disciples took small and big resolutions, according to their capacity, and told Guruji about their resolution, and left from there. But that disciple who wants to make himself different and bigger than everyone else, he went straight to the Guru's hut and said, I do not want to take any small resolution, but I want to take a big and great resolution like myself. Please tell me what resolution should be taken. Hearing this, the Guru smiled and said, will you be able to fulfill the resolution given by me? Will it be possible for you to fulfill it? Probably no. It is not possible for you. You will not be able to fulfill it. That is why you yourself find a resolution. The disciple said, no, Gurudev, whatever resolution you will give me, I will definitely complete it. Guru said, okay, then you can do the next one. You will remain silent for a month. Do not utter a single word from your mouth. This is your resolution. The disciple said, Gurudev, is this also a resolution? It is very easy. You have to remain silent for a month. Give me a big resolution which is worthy of my ability. I have a problem of time in completing it. Guru said, okay, then you will remain silent for the next 1 month. Do not utter a single word from your mouth. This is your resolution. The disciple said, Gurudev, this is also a resolution. It is very easy for 1 month. I have to remain silent. Give me some big resolution which is worthy of my ability and which I have problem in fulfilling, the Guru said. First of all, you should fulfill this resolution. The disciple accepted the Guru's words, and at that very moment he became silent and turned and went out of the hut. He found it very easy to remain silent. He spent 1 day somehow by remaining silent, but from the second day, the burden of not speaking started increasing in his mind. On the third day, he started feeling heaviness, and on the fourth day, a strange restlessness started feeling inside him because all the disciples of the ashram were talking to each other, that too to put their side in front of them. He wanted to stop her from talking, but his resolve was hindering him, so he just talked to her the whole day. He continued drawing the mouth and eyes in this manner. A few more days passed and the disciple fell ill. His head was splitting. He didn't even feel like eating or drinking. He just wanted to speak. He went to the Guru, sat in front of him and wrote and told him, "Gurudev, I want to speak without speaking. I can't breathe. I'm suffocating. I am going crazy inside. What should I do? Should I break my resolve?" After reading this, the Guru smiled and said, "Resolves are meant to be broken, but the one who fulfills his resolution increases his inner strength, and the one who keeps his. He increases his inner strength and moves ahead on the path of social and awakening." Taking the resolution was also in your hands, and its implementation is also in your hands. Many of your brothers have broken their resolution and have returned to their old routine. If you are not able to do it, then you can also break the resolution and go back to your old routine. But remember, if today you are not able to handle this small resolution, then how will you be able to handle the rest of your life? The Guru's statement that it is in your hands touched the heart of that disciple without saying anything. He went back and locked himself in his hut. He came out of the hut only for his important work and remained inside all the time. 15 days had passed and the resolve of almost all the disciples of the ashram was still broken. He had not spoken a single word since taking the resolution. The entire ashram was surprised as to how a person who spoke so much became silent. After 15 days had passed, he again went to his guru and wrote, "Gurudev has told that I am silent from outside, but inside me there are many voices, many screams and complaints. I keep talking inside. My mind keeps asking different kinds of questions. I am as silent on the outside as I am on the inside. I am equally full of noise. Is this how my resolve still continues?" The Guru said, "Yes, your resolve. It is still going on. But as long as these voices of people keep reaching your ears, your mind will keep on speaking because it has a habit of speaking. You may remain silent from outside, but you will be speaking from within. You have to move away from these things and these voices." The disciple will pay obeisance to the Guru and go away from there, and as soon as the morning comes, he leaves his hut and goes towards the forest. He goes away, many days pass, the time for resolution also ends, but the disciple did not return. Everyone in the ashram was afraid that a wild animal might have eaten him. Meanwhile, many efforts were made to find him, but he was nowhere. All the Guru brothers had assumed that the wild animals had made him their prey, but the Guru did not think so. One day another disciple of the ashram came to the Guru and said, "Gurudev, what with that very talkative brother of ours? What might have happened? Would the animals have killed him?" The Guru said that the animals might have killed him. He may have made you his victim, but there could be another reason for his not returning. Perhaps he has found what he had gone for. Then the disciple asked Gurudev, "Is it so harmful to speak too much?" Guru said, "There are many sorrows in a person's life. One of the sorrows is that he can never remain silent. He always keeps saying something or the other. It is only because of our speaking that more than half of our sorrows arise. Most of the fights in the family are caused by our meaningless speaking. No one wants to remain silent. We just want to tell the other person whatever is in our mind. We want to take it out and plant it in his mind. We want to make him understand that, look, you are wrong and I am right. And in this way, everyone is accepting each other's rotten things. In this way, this work of listening and narrating continues throughout life, but in this lack of understanding, we waste our time, our life, our understanding, and the most important and precious moments that we live. All that can be experienced, all that can be enjoyed, we lose it all, but what we get in return is nothing. Everything becomes useless and wasted. Only a few realize what we have lost in this madness. People have. The rest of the people find that just as they are not aware of their arrival, similarly they are also not aware of the departure. The disciple said, "Then what is the solution to this?" The Guru said, "Watching your thoughts with full awareness is the only way to solve all the mental problems. Thinking while living in the present and doing one's work with full awareness brings miraculous changes in life." After that, the disciple got the answers to his questions from the Guru, bowed to him and went away from there. 3 months passed since the disciple left the ashram. But till now there was no news about him. Till now all the Gurus. The brothers had also given up hope of his return, but one day he returned to the ashram and everyone was surprised and happy to see him. But now he was not the same person who had gone from here. He had come back as someone else. An amazing change could be felt inside. There was an amazing pause on his face and great peace in his eyes. As soon as he came to the ashram, all the Guru brothers surrounded him from all sides and started talking. He too was talking to his Guru brothers. It seemed that everyone who talked to him felt that he was no longer as impatient and talkative as before. What was left was that each and every word was coming out of his mouth very clearly and sweetly. After talking to the Guru brothers for a while, he went straight towards the Guru. He touched the Guru's feet and said, "Gurudev, am I still silent? Is my resolve still continuing?" The Guru looked into the disciple's eyes with great attention for some time. Looked and said, "Yes, you are still silent. Not a single word is coming out of your mouth and your resolution is still going on." The disciple said, "Gurudev, when I left the ashram, I was silent with my mouth, but there were many voices inside me and in my mind. There were a lot of questions and it wouldn't stop. When I was living there, I went to the forest with the hope that I would find peace there and the chatter in my mind would subside. But the more I went into solitude, the louder the voice within me became, and I could hear the oldest voice within me. It was only then that I realized how wrong I was doing when I spoke ill of my family, friends and Guru brothers. At that time I felt that I was doing the right thing when I gossiped about the Guru brothers and made fun of them. Even then I used to think that I was better than them and I was doing right, but that the day I realized for the first time how wrong I used to speak. For a long time these voices and complaints kept going on inside me, but gradually one day all these voices ended from within me. Now I became silent from within too, in that dense forest. There was no one to speak from outside and there was no voice left inside, and that day for the first time I understood the true meaning of silence. There was a lot of peace all around me. Although some voices were still coming which had come earlier also, but I could hear them. I used to not be able to, but now I could hear all those sounds clearly. The sound of the wind blowing, the chirping of the birds. I heard all these sounds for the first time with full consciousness. I had never felt such peace all around me before. So, to break this peace, I took out any word from my mouth for the first time. I shouted, "Oh God, what kind of peace is this? Why is everything so quiet? What happened?" But even after my shouting, the peace was not disturbed. Everything was as quiet as before, outside as well as inside. "Oh Gurudev, I talked to my Guru brothers. I talked to you. I am speaking, I am walking, I am seeing everything, but I am also completely alone with myself. I am in silence, I am in a crowd, yet inside I am alone and alone. Even when I want to make noise within myself, I am still alone. Now everything is visible, everything is heard. The Guru said until we will keep speaking outwards, there will be unrest within, but the day we turn inward, then whatever comes out of our mouth, we will remain silent. All the evils in the world mostly arise from our speaking because we do not want to remain silent. We speak more than is necessary. We do not want to listen to the other person, rather we stop him from speaking. We want to make him understand who I am, what can I do, and this remains the aim of our life. All our energy keeps getting wasted in speaking in vain. In such a society, people's lives become filled with sorrows. Those who are always busy in telling each other, sometimes do not want to listen to each other, do not want to understand, and they have never learned to remain silent because remaining silent makes them feel small. The reason for all the wars in the world is our speaking. That is why one should speak only as much as is necessary, because speaking in vain wastes energy to destroy. And this very speaking never lets us go back within ourselves because it pulls us towards the outside, and there is nothing outside except this world. But if we have to turn towards our inner world, then we have to keep this mouth closed. That is why all the Buddhas who became enlightened should run towards solitude, so that they do not have to speak much and do not have to listen much. They should remain alone and quiet. Hence they can easily travel within. But if someone wants, then he can achieve solitude even while living in this world. I can stay calm, but for this you will have to save your energy, which till now he was wasting in his useless words. Friends, what lesson did you learn from the entire story of Gautam Buddha's speaking less? Do comment in the comment box and share this video with your friends or family. Give it so that they also feel the benefits of speaking less. If you liked the video, then subscribe. Namo Buddhaya.